Okay, what a wonderful day. Was in Bossier City. I picked up a part for her bike and the bearings for my motorcycle. So part A was pulling the bearings out. Part B was bringing the rim to the powder coater. Part C will be me picking up the rim and installing the bearings. So we're almost there. I may have the O-rings for my bike when I get back home.
You had them yesterday.
No, they're partial. That's only half the O-ring. I had to order them from 2 different places. So I should have the rest of the O-rings today. Okay. So today was the day I was supposed to get. Did not. My infusion therapy, the drug. That didn't happen. Because they have to run it through Medicare and get it approved.
And you tested inconclusive for TB.
That's right. Yeah, I tested inconclusive, which is very common for TB, tuberculosis. So I had to go get retested. And we went to pick up. Okay, I ordered a belt for my Hustler. It's called a cogged hydro pump belt. And the guy created a shipping number, and that's the end of it. I haven't seen the hide nor hair of it. So I'm going to end up with 2 eventually, because I went and bought one today in Bossier City at a Hustler dealer. So talk about no sense of humor. When we walked in there, it's nothing but lawnmowers, right? And he said, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Oh, I love the smell of new lawnmowers, you know, because it smells like rubber and gas and paint, and it's just a nice smell." And I really do love the smell of it.
It's like the new car smell.
Yeah, new car smell. And a friend of mine, David, got a nice lawnmower that I've been coveting. And I told him not to shoot me if I sneak over there and get into his storage room and sit on his lawnmower. Anyway, so the guy has no sense of humor. He didn't laugh at that. So, you know, I'm looking for the belt, and they have changed the style of the belt where it's not cogged anymore. And cogged is just little teeth. Well, they have eliminated the need for cogs. So it's an updated version of the belt. And I questioned it to be sure that I was drove a long way to get a belt, you know. And he didn't feel, I got the impression he wasn't happy with me questioning whether he was certain it was the right belt. Because it wasn't the exact number that I had. It was the new improved belt, which I understood. So, you know, laughed it off. And the guy that was waiting on me was actually a decent guy, but the other guy was the stick in the mud. And then she talked about weed eaters. And he said, you know, something about we got a battery-powered weed eater. I said, "Oh yeah, that's right. We're here for a fitting for my wife to see which weed eater will fit her hands." You know, because I'm joking because she does the weed eating. No laugh, stick in the mud. Very unhappy person.
And then I said, "I don't know what happened, but this year, the year I turned 70, my weed eater got too heavy for me to handle." I don't think
Not
he
a
got
giggle.
that.
I don't think he got it.
He understood it.
That
So.
her weed eater actually got heavy instead of her getting a year older. So, anyway, we leave there, we head south on Benton Road. Well, we come up on a construction vehicle that was in the right lane. No warning, had his lights, he was stopped. So, you know, I slowed down, and I let a couple of cars who were in the right lane go past me and get in front of me. Well, there was this third car in the right lane. You know, we're still moving, right? We're proceeding forward. Well, instead of just getting behind me, because the car behind me did the same thing, backed way off to let a couple of cars over, this guy tried speeding up and getting in front of me. Well, there's no more room because there's, you know, we're at the truck now. So all the way to where he turns, he's parked beside me here, giving me the finger. And not that finger, he's just somebody on the road, want to make sure they weren't getting out. He's pointing his finger at me, and like I can hear him inside my vehicle. His windows are rolled up. My windows are rolled up. Like I have any idea what he's telling me.
He was very angry at you.
He was, yeah, very angry, yeah.
You got up today and made sure you did not let him in because he was convinced.
And it didn't matter to him that I was being reasonable and helpful and let people these people weren't in front of me. They were beside me. So I slowed way down and let him. And I even flashed one guy the lights to let him know to come on over. And he thanked me. And anyway, he wasn't happy that he almost hit the truck that was in the road. So he was probably mad at himself, or his wife yelled at him. I don't know. So in the meantime, there's this other guy that is driving like a complete prick. This is in Bossier City. This is not a big city or nothing. And zigzagging in on traffic. And we're at light after light after light. And we're, within the same couple of car lengths of this guy. And we finally get to where, my infusion center is. There's a cop.
They busy today.
I'm telling you. This guy's pulled. Man, we got all kinds of stuff going on here. Huh.
She wants to yell at him.
Yeah. We're having a goings-on back there.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. It looks like the wife in a car on this side yelling. There's a cop on this side with a truck pulled over going that way, and then there's a car on this side going this, and there's a lady in it with her window down, and looks like she's yelling at somebody. Yeah, very interesting day. So I didn't get they got to run it through Medicare, and I have had a lot of my fears assuaged. I think that's a word. Assuaged. They answered a lot of my questions. Huh?
You just made a word up.
No, I think assuaged is a word. I could be wrong. I write poems, so I'm constantly having to look for words.
I make up a word. I did. The other day when I had that wreck, I made up a whole words.
I'll bet you did. Anyway.
Maybe that's what this is about today. I'm getting payback for yelling and screaming at that truck driver.
Maybe. That poor guy was afraid to get out of his truck until the cops showed up.
He cracked his window and said, "Ma'am, I just can't do this." I was like, "Oh yeah, you could do this. Get out."
So anyway, I don't know when. What they did tell me was that the steroids that I'm on are way more dangerous and have way more potential side effects than this drug, Entyvio. And they said Entyvio, of all the biologics, Entyvio is the best one. So they're really trying hard to get me approved for it.
And he said it targets just your GI.
It doesn't target your whole immune system. It targets your GI immune system. So that is a relief. We read where you're not even supposed to let your dog lick you, and I don't want to tell them, but me and the dog share a spoon when I eat ice cream.
Oh, you did tell them.
I got
that.
Yeah, I got that. Oh, you're gross.
Or what's that video where they go?
Yeah, on Instagram. Ooh, brother. Ooh. Anyway, I'm headed home. So, anything else?
No.
Got a little work done on that cleaver. That's Nikki's cleaver. I'll maybe be able to mail that tomorrow. I got a knife I'm going to finish. The Schrade Walden 147. I'm kind of excited about that. I almost threw that away. I thought it was a lost cause, and I said to myself, well, you got nothing to lose. See if you can grind a better bevel on it. And it came out great. I was shocked myself. So then I thought, well, I don't really, leather handles are kind of boring, and they deteriorate fast, kind of quick, and the one that was on there was deteriorated, which is why I cut it all off. So then I thought, well, I may go back with a wood handle. What a unique take on an old knife that had a leather handle. So I'm going to work on that tomorrow. I think I can actually get the handle on an epoxy. That would be nice. Wait. Sorry, talking to traffic. Anyway.
And you cut yourself.
And I cut myself, yeah.
And that's my fear, that you were going to get on this drug and you wouldn't have any way to fight all the cooties off.
That's another thing. This drug, Dr. Google is not, it will scare you about medicine and surgery procedures and all that.
But on the same hand, they want to sell drugs too, so,
Right. So anyway, I feel better about the drug. And I'm getting some projects done. I got the bearings and her headlight bezel, feeling better. Anyway, it's 9 minutes. I'll just put I got a little more work done on the cleaver, and that's all I can say. So Have a good Thursday, y'all. I'm going home. Tomorrow's going to be a really productive day for me. I'm going to get up early and work on. It's going to rain. So I'm going to work in the knife shop until the cleaver's done. And then I'm going to work on that Schrade Walden 147.
You've got to get that belt on my lawnmower. I am having lawnmower withdrawal.
Yeah.
I haven't been on it. I told you that.
Yeah, I may get to that tomorrow. If not, I'm going to go to the garage Friday and do motorcycles and lawnmowers Friday if I don't get to it Thursday. Have a good Thursday, y'all. We'll see you. All right, this is the day. I've got to stop reading about the side effects of this drug because it's just terrifying me. One of the things you're not supposed to do is let a dog lick your hands and then eat. And I was thinking, me and my dog share a spoon when I eat ice cream. I mean, good God. So I ordered a belt last Friday morning. Here you go, sweetie. Go find your squirrel. For the Hustler, my ZTR. And it has been stuck in post office limbo. Still, no update on the tracking. It said package accepted. That's it. No further info. So I'm going to pick up a belt today in Bossier for the Hustler, my ZTR. You know, it's not a belt that goes very often, so nobody keeps them in stock. And I got to get that out of my shop so I can have some room to move around in there. I have, tomorrow I will get the last of my O-ring kit for my motorcycle. And anyway, I'm going to feed my cat, have a look at the cleaver, make sure none of them pins shifted, and bring the truck up to the house. Let the dogs do all their business down here. And then this morning, I'll leave a little early because my appointment's at 1:30 in South Shreveport. This morning, I will go over to Bossier City and pick up that belt. And either this afternoon or tomorrow, put the belt on that Hustler and get it out of my shop. All right, let's go feed the cat. Oh, man. I had to walk through a huge spider web right here. Golly. Felt funny having hair on my head. All right. Okay, I came out here just to feed the cat and get the truck and then take a look at this. But then I went to sanding, and so that's Wedgewood. No gaps, very nice, very nice. I got a little bit more sanding to do right up there. But the thing with these old, the tolerances, I mean, there's no flat areas. I had to make the tang be flat, you know. Because back in the day, they didn't use epoxy. They just pinned them, and that was it, which is why all that bacteria and rust gets under there. So I'm ready to shape this handle. The next thing is to round the corners off on my router and then start the hand sanding process. But I'm not going to do that today. I promised my wife I was only coming down here to get the truck, and then I ended up working on a knife. So now I got to go home and take another shower and then get dressed to go to town. Look at my squirrel dog. If we let her, she would stay out here all day barking at squirrels. Yep. It's really amazing how, you know, that dog in particular, she's a mountain cur, which is bred for. She's mountain cur and bulldog, which is a very weird combination. But she looks more mountain cur than anything else. I mean, if you look at her face straight on, you can see the bulldog in her. But her breed is a squirrel treeing breed. And it's amazing how that carries genetically. And she's 12 years old, and she would spend her life out here at the base of trees barking at squirrels if we let her.